Attention! This is video 2 of a 3-part video interview series with ex-Ivy League neuroscience professor Ryan Levesque, and it's called The Death of the Squeeze Page and How to Increase Your Online Sales by 400% with Ryan's Squeeze Page Killer. And I have a bold guarantee to offer you. Here's why. Our featured speaker, who you're about to hear from, Ryan Levesque, has made well over $1 million with information he learned from just one of our past Internet Marketing Party guest speakers. It's very rewarding to know that our little unassuming party has created at least one millionaire that we know of. And I want to create more millionaires. And I deeply believe that you, like me, will agree that Ryan's timely information on the death of the squeeze page will create at least one and possibly a few more millionaires, but only if you can do one very important thing. Want to take a guess at what it is? Here's a hint. It's the single most important thing that Ryan did and that you must also do. You must take action on what you learn. Just watching, learning, and saying, "Wow, that was amazing," just isn't enough. And because of how much I believe in Ryan's Squeeze Page Killer, I have decided to offer you the following bold guarantee. Watch these 3 videos, then come to the Internet Marketing Party on October the 11th with Ryan. If after seeing his live presentation you don't think it was worth a $29 ticket, I will swiftly refund your money and buy you a drink at the bar. Deal? Let's get started. So hey everybody, David G here, founder of the Internet Marketing Party with my special guest Ryan Levesque with part 2 of his presentation about the death of the squeeze page as we know it. And just to give you an overview, this is part 2 of how the updated modern version of the squeeze page is actually has improved Ryan's conversions by over 400%. 400%. So that was where, in the previous video he showed where it was costing him $200 to get a lead in a very expensive marketplace, where average sales $2,000. In case that sounds crazy, where he brought that lead acquisition down to $32. So if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. And one of the things he said in the last presentation was that the devil was in the details. So in this presentation, Ryan's going to unveil some of the details called the 3 psychological forces. Take it away, Ryan.
Cool. Thank you, sir. So now what I want to get into are the 3 psychological forces, which is really the secret sauce behind why the squeeze page killer technique is so powerful. The first of the forces that I want to talk about is something that I call micro commitments. Now, micro commitments are a way to turn off the flight or fight or freeze response in your prospect's brain. And you're going to see in a moment why that is so important. Because here's the thing. Anytime that you ask your prospect to take a step on your website, like for example, asking them to enter their name and email, that step is threatening. Your prospect's brain, your brain, doesn't matter whose brain it is, perceives that step to be a threat. Now what happens is when your brain, your prospect's brain, perceives something to be a threat, a part of their brain fires off called the amygdala. And the amygdala is the part of the brain that's responsible for controlling this flight or fight response. Now, most people just know of it as the fight or flight response, but the third part is really what happens, which is freeze. That's the deer in the headlights reaction that people have. So when you ask someone to take a step that's threatening, you fire off this part of their brain that perceives that step as a threat, and it causes for pause. Your prospect asks the question, do I really want to do this? So the key, and the net result to that is instead of opting in to your newsletter form or your squeeze page form, your prospect hits the back button because they say, I'm not sure if I'm ready to do this. Or what they might do instead is they opt in using their shit email address that they check once every 6 months. They know that they're never going to, their spam email address, but they're certainly not going to enter their A or B level email address. And typically what they'll do is they'll hit the back button. They're not going to opt in. Your conversion rates, your opt-in conversion rates suffer because you've asked your prospect to take a step that's too large at this time. Now the antidote, the key, is to use micro commitments. Now, I want to show you this example here, which is a real-life example which uses the squeeze page killer technique that we've been talking about. It starts with a 90-second teaser video on the left-hand side here, which compels people to click on this button and answer a series of questions. The first question that they see is this question here. What's more important to you? Do you want to grow your list, or do you want to increase your sales? It's a simple, non-threatening question that is designed to do what I call build action-taking momentum. Build action-taking momentum. Because here's the thing. To ask someone a simple multiple choice question like that is far less threatening than asking them to enter their name and email in exchange for this free report. And so I can email you to the day you die, even when you click the unsubscribe button, even when you complain to your ISP that this is spam, you're still going to get emails from me, right? Everyone has that concern in the back of their mind. I don't want to sign up for yet another list. I don't want to sign up for yet another newsletter. But clicking on this button and answering this simple question, of course I can do that. That's so small that it flies under the radar. It doesn't set off that amygdala warning bell in your prospect's brain, and it does not elicit that fight or flight or freeze response. So your prospect moves down your grease chute.
It's going to take you. Oh, it's ATM. Oh, that's your ATM right there. I thought it was.
There you go. ATM, action taking momentum. I love it.
I thought
making
it was
stuff up.
I thought it was behavior acceleration momentum or something like that. So it's
you know what I'm going to do? I think I might paint my office this color. It's so pleasing to the eye.
It's making me tingly again.
So action-taking momentum, right? So you start with the least threatening step, right? And it corresponds perfectly to how we're hardwired to build relationships with people, right? If you're courting someone, if you're courting a woman, for example, and you're a man, the first question that you ask her is not, will you marry me, right? The first question that you ask her is, hi, what's your name? That might start with a handshake. A handshake at one point might move into a hug. A hug might move into a kiss. A kiss might move into inviting, a woman in bed with you, which might eventually evolve into a marriage proposal, which might eventually evolve into, hey, let's have kids together, right? But there's a progression there. It starts with the least threatening step and evolving into the more and more threatening steps down the road. But asking someone for their name and email is like asking for the marriage proposal right away before they've even shaken your hand. So this process of using micro commitments flies under the radar of that fight or flight response. And the net result is that it can dramatically improve your conversion rates because you're not scaring people off. It's simple,
nice,
but it's effective. Now, there's a second part of this which is so powerful, and that's by asking people questions like that. In the background, you can use the answers to those questions to qualify and segment your prospects into different lists, right? So what you're doing is asking people a series of questions, and those questions can be used to funnel people into different sales letters, different autoresponder sequences, different product offerings, different affiliate offers, simply based on how they answer a few simple questions. Now, you can set this up if you have a coder very easily, or you can use a third-party tool like any one of the survey tools that are out there. So setting this thing up has never been easier and cheaper in terms of the technology. Whether you're a small entrepreneur or you have a multi-million-dollar company, you can do this no matter kind of where you are right now. The key, though, is having the right marketing strategy. So this micro commitment is the first psychological force behind why this approach is so powerful and why it's so effective.
Nice. This concludes video 2 of a 3-part video interview series with Ryan Levesque's Squeeze Page Killer. Be sure to watch video 3, and then we'll see you at the Internet Marketing Party. You do remember my bold guarantee, right? See you on video 3.